Hey guys, down playing some more City Skylines mass transit, and our rocket is almost ready for launch. Look at that, getting pretty close. Alright, so let's get building. I've got Mars radio on again. I really like it. Sometimes I just get a little bit distracted by music, so sometimes maybe I'll turn it off. Like when I was focusing on my mad, new, innovative, bigger roundabout. So it was 2 roundabouts before, but now it's a bigger roundabout, and I think it's genius, man. I think it's great. Anyway, yeah, so the traffic actually does look better here, so that's good. Or at least on the roundabout as opposed to on this road, so I'm gonna call that a victory. I'm gonna call that a victory super hard. You know what I also might do? Is just get rid of this little bit of road. Doesn't need to be there. They can just use this. It creates one less junction, which is good. Might, though, extend it down again, just to be like here, so I can keep those houses, because why not? Alright, there we go. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay, so we need shops, houses, we need everything. Industry, a lot of industry. I was going to do more offices. I've been putting them over here a little bit, because, well, this was an office district for a little while. And it's not too busy over here, so it's probably a good place to have them. I don't really know where else I'll put them right now. I don't know where the rest of the big city is going to go. I've been suburbing over here. Oh yeah, I was putting offices down here. Down in Rome Beach, because, I don't know, that'd be a nice place to have offices, I guess. Although isn't Venice Beach actually sort of shit in LA? I don't really know. I've only been there in Grand Theft Auto. I love how Grand Theft Auto has a really, I don't know, I really like all the worlds they build. Like, I really like Grand Theft Auto 4's New York, Liberty City. It was so, that had real character. And there's just something really beautiful about, you know, Los Santos. And it's quite a decent rendition of Los Angeles, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Grand Theft Auto games. Apparently there's been some rumblings about GTA 6, which is cool. Although, I don't know, it might be lame, you know? It might just be too microtransaction-y. Although I have to say, despite all the complaints about GTA Online, I really do enjoy it. I just don't spend any money in it, and you just fuck around. And like, yeah, someone's gonna murder you with a jet, but... So, who cares? You get to be chased in a car by a jet, and it's great. I don't know why people complain so much. Although it is ridiculous how much they charge for things. It's like, oh, you want to buy this fighter jet? That'll be literally £80 in real life. So, get on that. It's like, fuck you, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. And now Take-Two owns KSP as well, Squad. Although I'm not allowed to talk about that kind of stuff, really. I don't actually know. I'm under NDA to some degree. I can acknowledge it, obviously, but there's been some talk about things which I don't think I'm allowed to talk about. Because I'm part of the media group, so I had to sign an NDA. So, yeah, I'm going to shut up. Is our rocket ready yet? No. Yeah. Alright, so we need shops as well. I was going to put some little shops down here. Expand this down. Have some nice little outer shops, because it's pretty shop dense in the city. Very dense city. I like it though. This is nice. Oh, it's so cool to like, you got the opera house there and a bunch of big buildings. I actually do have... Oh, whoa, what the fuck is this? A theater! Oh, I do love the theater. Oh, I could build 2 launch sites. Holy shit, that's amazing. I could have more than 1 launch site? Ah! That's so cool. Alright, I want to put the theater in. Where was my, like, douchey place? I guess this was kind of the cultural bit, but then we've already got a casino and a opera house, so it's pretty cultured. But where can I put the theater? This is a fancy looking place. Maybe they need a theater. What's here? Is this just houses and shit? Oh, it's next to a university. Yeah, this is a nice part of town, so I'm going to put the theater right here. I think that'll be good. So, yeah, it'll tuck in a bit of a road. Do we want it backed up against a junction? That's a weird place to have a theater. I might be overthinking this, but I want it to go in I want it to be in a reasonable place, not just tucked into a suburb. Huh. It could fit here, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it will fit there. Yeah, I'll put it here then. There we go. theater. Had to destroy a few somethings. I think shops, probably. Yeah. Nice. That's a cool thing to drive by. Alright. It's a British theater, of course. Very old and shit. Yeah. I should go to the theater more, but it's it's expensive. Although, I have to say one of the scariest things I've ever seen was in the theater. Is The Woman in Black. And the film is and the book is it's pretty scary, but the play is fucking haunting. It's pretty serious. Hey, now the visitors are flowing in. People are coming in, looking at the rocket. It's because it's there now. They wouldn't come and see an empty launch site. But hey, cool, we got visitors. Looking forward to launching that. Offices. We need more offices. We need to really fill up this industry. We need to have work for our highly educated people. How is education going? I'll check. Let's move this power line to here so that it's not in the way. And I think that's all offices I'll have here, and I'll move put some more down here, and I'll just remind myself to do that with this. There we go. Yeah, how's education? It's pretty balanced. We've got a few uneducated. Need that. Need them in the factories. Some educated people, all that kind of good shit. Yeah. If I throw some more parks over here, more educated. Yeah, more educated people come and work. Like me, I'm all educated. Anyway. Can we launch our rocket? So we can... Ooh, shit. Are we good? Almost. Almost! I'm looking forward to it. You know what else I'm looking forward to? So, I mentioned a few episodes ago about how I'm kind of burned out on Marvel movies, but I have to say, the Infinity War trailer looks fucking incredible. I did say that I did want to see that, and I have been meaning to see that. I haven't seen all the Marvel films recently, and I don't intend to, but I want to watch Ragnarok to find out why Thor lost his eye, and then I want to watch Infinity War, because holy shit, that looks awesome. It's exactly what it should be, because, you know, they gotta keep escalating, and this is the ultimate escalation. They're fighting Thanos, it's gonna be great. There's a bit in the trailer where Captain America, like, stops Thanos' hand because he's so strong, and Thanos is like, what's happening? And it's like, yeah, Captain America's happening, motherfucker. They've been escalating his strength, I swear to God. In Civil War, he, like, stops a helicopter taking off with just his arms, and it's like, whoa, you're so strong! And it's awesome. Anyway, I think we're ready for launch. Are we? No, goddamn, get ready. Alright. So yeah, I'm pretty fucking hyped for Infinity War. That looks like some good shit. Alright, okay. I want to launch the rocket. I don't feel like I can do... Yes! Alright. Oh, fuck. Let's launch the rocket. Oh, shit! I hear fuel and shit. We launching? Go, go, go. Go, go, Gadget Steve. Can it not launch in the rain? Because that is a problem for rockets. Oh, there we go. Oh, you really shouldn't be launching in the rain, buddy. That's actually a really bad idea. But there it goes, Saturn V. Fuck off, Twitter. I'm trying to watch her launch. Oh, look at that shit. Look at that shit. Oh, yeah. I want to follow it to orbit. Wait, wait. Okay, I guess it's gone now. Alright, build another rocket. Okay, fuck off, Twitter. Okay, I guess it's just gone. Well, that was cool. Yeah, we got a rocket launching. What does that do? I don't know. Maybe generates visitors. And now everyone's gone. They're leaving. They're like, okay, we saw the launch. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Alright. Let's keep building. Keep on keeping. Oh, talking to Twittery social media-y shit. Have you heard about all this Cambridge Analytica stuff? That's fucking real. That's been the story over the past few days. And I watched a bunch of stuff and read a bunch of stuff about it today, and it's like, oh my god! That's a lot. That's a lot. Like, yeah, if you don't know, it's come out that one of the big parts of the Trump campaign and other campaigns is it was this company called Cambridge Analytica who do, you know, they do big data science. They on people using mostly Facebook. They seem to determine, they seem to basically psychologically profile people and politically profile them so that they know them, so that they know what ads to target at them. And it's detailed. They get some shit. So it's looking like that's one of the big reasons Trump won. That's not really my concern about one election. Like, the thing is everyone obviously uses this stuff. Everyone uses targeted ads, and there's a lot of stuff. So on the face of it, it doesn't sound that bad. It's like, oh, some pretty seriously targeted ads. Okay, that was, yeah, we kind of expected that. And then the companies, there's also a lot of other shady things that are like accusations, like they actually use some sort of, you know, espionage, hire ex-spies, you know, hookers in the hotel room, kind of old schooly slander stuff. But that's not really the scary. If that's true, it's like, okay, well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like that happened in America or in Brexit or anything, and I mean, serious corruption like that is kind of commonplace. That's not shocking. It's a shame that it happens, but it's not shocking. The problem is, well, the big problem now is that it seems that they obtained the data, obtained Facebook data effectively illegally. So what they'd do is they'd basically pay a bunch of people to fill out some surveys about themselves, and then ask, can we have access to seeing your Facebook account? And people are like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And that is fine. If you let someone see your Facebook account, if you let a company automatically see your Facebook account, you're opening yourself up to that kind of thing. And you should know that. But the problem is that Facebook that Cambridge Analytica even effectively use the profiles they have access to look at the friends' profiles, so they can look at people they don't technically have access to, but they can create access to it by looking at their friends' profiles. So yeah, you have access to someone's friend, you can look at all their friends, and, you know, no one has to give any consent. And they built up a profile on 240 million Americans during the 2016 election, which is a lot, considering there are 300 and something million Americans. That's most Americans, probably all the voters. And yeah, that kind of mass data collection is pretty serious. That's pretty illegal as well, which isn't great for Trump, but again, that's not really the thing I care about with this. It's the wording they use when they're talking about how they operate. They talk about, I'm just going to put an off-ramp here real quick. They talk about how they identify people's biggest fears that not even they knew they had, which is pretty real. So they identify that, you know, their biggest fears they don't even have, and then target ads at it. So it's this really deep kind of, because everyone sort of knows about targeted advertising and that it's probably also involved in politics, but I don't think a lot of people get the magnitude of it, the kind of how much you can tell about someone from their online profile, on the online profiles, their online life, how much you can glean from that. And it seems like this company has been gleaning things you don't even know about yourself. They're like, oh, like this one tree is in the, what the fuck? Anyway, but yeah, just read about it, watch the Channel 4, there's a Channel 4 expose about what they do, and some of the darker stuff about, you know, corruption, about kind of trying to, you know, blackmail people and stuff, and there's some defense against that, well, we just do that to probe if people are trying to do something illegal. And maybe that's true, but it is really worth, these days, just being really aware about what's online, what you're looking at, and when there's, you know, when you see ads, and more than that, when you see people sharing things, like, targeting someone with an ad is only somewhat useful, because if, you know, you target someone with an ad and it's like, Hillary Clinton is a, you know, did Benghazi or whatever the thing was, just put her emails and all that kind of stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, I know. But when you see your friend sharing it, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, this is what people think. This must be kind of true. Hey, post-commentary tape here real quick. You know, this is a fast-moving story, and I thought I just needed to add a note to this. And I've added a few text notes, but it's quite a complicated story and a fast-moving story. I recorded this yesterday, and it's already come out that the story is slightly different than it seemed. The company of Cambridge Analytica really... it seems like a lot of what they were saying it was just talk. You know, the data they would provide was actually often, you know, the Trump campaign threw it away because it was useless, because they're not that good at this apparently. They just talk big. So you know, it's not worth getting as worried as I start talking about in this, about how, you know, they know you, because they don't. They're not that good at it, it appears. But it is still worrying. The Facebook data breach is still worth talking about, and in the video I'm about to say some stuff about the whole Facebook thing, and I think a lot of the points are still valid. I think it's just worth bearing in mind that that they were just sort of lying about how good they were, and it isn't so. They'll get in your head. But yeah, anyway, I thought I'd just add that because I didn't want this to be wrong, basically. But anyway, back to the video. Let's just, you know, hear the rest of my points of view, even though you just need to understand that, you know, the Cambridge Analytica thing, it's smaller than it really seemed at first. And Facebook really needs to fucking realize that. They have the aim of kind of online-ifying the social experience, and now are a massive part of everyone's social experience, even people without Facebook somehow. And you know, they need to get their shit together. They can't, because one of the big things was everyone was reporting this as a data breach, and Facebook were like, no, this wasn't a data breach. They were just doing the thing we allowed them to do. They just slightly overstepped the line. They broke the terms of service. It's like, fuck you then, that's a data breach. If your shitty system allowed them to do something they shouldn't be able to do to get data, that's a data breach. Like, I know no one hacked anything and no one, you know, cracked any passwords, but that's a data breach. And if your terms of service allow people to do that, that's a big problem, because if you're going to be the arbiter of, like, social interaction in the world, then you're gonna have to do it, you know, whiter than white. You can't fuck around with this. You can't allow people to exploit every American, because that's not okay, because people need to know why they're feeling what they're feeling, why they're voting for who they're voting for. You know, if you're gonna be that, you know, organization, if you're gonna be Facebook, you need to be a force for some kind of good, not just quite blatant evil. And it's not just, you know, America and Brexit. This Cambridge Analytica has been involved in pretty much all, like, just countless elections across the world recently, and it's really so they're doing the kind of things that the Russians are being accused of. So there's obviously in the 2016 American election there was some level of Russian involvement, and a big part of that was targeted Facebook ads. It seemed like one of their big information campaigns was using Facebook to target ads at people who, you know, so they'd figure out, oh, if you're a Republican, we'll target some. They weren't even supporting anyone. Sometimes it seems like it just sort of seems like they were just trying to rile up everyone and trying to, you know, destabilize the world. But then it turns out that this company who was paid by, like, Bannon or whatever is doing the same thing, and they're not, you know, a political actor. They're just doing this for money. They're just, you know, in control of any election they want to be, because, well, they're run by a bunch of genius data scientists, and it's fucky. When I was watching the little expose, it makes you feel sick that, you know, that someone has the fucking gall to do that. That someone cares so much about, you know, money or whatever, that they're just fuck over everyone without even thinking about it. Like, the initial founder of it has, you know, quit now and is trying to rectify this because he's realized what he's done is wrong, because it's taking control of people without them even knowing it. And, you know, he's trying to do some good to try and sort it out, but, you know, it's too far gone. This is all, you know, it's all pretty fucked now. And I think that's a thing, you know, people working in technology really need to fucking think about is, so there's this conception that technology just moves forward automatically, and that's not true. technology moves forward when millions of people work really hard. Rockets don't just get better. We saw that they stopped for like 20 years until SpaceX came along and started working on it. And you know, computers didn't just magically get better. There were a lot of very smart people making them better, and people in the technology, you know, sector have to at some point just stop and ask the question to themselves: am I doing something evil? Like, you know, Werner von Braun, once the rockets are up, who cares where they land? No, not who cares where they land. It really matters that they landed on London and killed people. And I'm pretty sure that's actually a quote from a song, not from Werner von Braun, but it's equally poignant. Yeah, and it's, well, it's really sickening is what it is, and it's kind of almost hard to believe how much information you can figure out from someone's social media. And yeah, you need to be really careful. You need to not have anything on your Facebook that isn't vital, you know? Yeah, I don't have my hometown, I don't have my birthday, I don't have my school, I don't have anything. I think I do have my relationship status because social norms, but still, like, yeah, anyway, quite a long topic, and I fear that I am doing a bad job of going into detail with it. But you know, the main there's going to be a lot of news around it about oh, okay, someone's talking. I need to. Anyway, I'm just going to turn that off until it's back to music because I don't want someone talking over me. But yeah, no, there's going to be a lot of news about it. About, you know, is the Trump campaign in trouble? Is is Brexit caused by these people? But yeah, I mean, it seems like like I was saying, I got sidetracked, but it was like I was saying, the Russians. It seems like this is the kind of thing the Russians were doing, but it turned out it wasn't the Russians; it was the British, as it tends to be. No, it seemed like the Russians had a hand in it as well, but it's so weird that it was also just like a fucking private company. It wasn't a state actor. It was just, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of news around it about a lot of different things, but the really important thing is not which politician is right or wrong. Yeah, it's back. Or do these people send hookers to people's rooms? That doesn't matter. It's like, okay, fuck over a politician, that's bad, but spy on everyone and figure out their darkest fears and then target ads at them to exploit that to get someone elected? That's the problem. That's the issue. It's yeah. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I've been thinking about it all day. It kind of stopped me dead in my work when I started watching and reading about it. It was just, it's a lot. It's fucking huge, is what it is. It's yeah, and terrifying. It's and disgusting. I don't know. Yeah, I do really think that people working in technology should just stop and fucking think. If, like, is this a bad thing? Am I, you know, doing evil right now? It's not. You can think that, oh, I'm just the engineer. It's not my problem who does what with this, but it really is. Like Oppenheimer was driven crazy by his building of the nuclear weapon. You know, because, well, he became the bringer of death. So don't become the bringer of political dissent in the world and just a descent into this kind of mad, toxic online bullshit that affects everyone's life more deeply than they even know. And then just be like, well, I'm just an engineer, you know? It's like, fuck you, you're just an engineer. Like, yeah, you gotta think about it, and you gotta be fucking responsible, and you gotta be able to say no, even if it costs you your job, because, you know, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, it annoys me when these people are this arrogant. Anyway, let's move on to something happier. Let's just build this city. But no, this is the show where I talk about topics, and that is a topic that crosses a lot of my interests, and there's no way I was gonna talk about, you know, these pieces of shit. Anyway, yeah, that bridge looks like shit. I'm gonna undo that. That was my angry bridge, you know? Anyway. Alright. Do I have a quick topic to just get myself out of... Oh no, these are all terrible. No, none of them are particularly happy. I want to, you know, I want to move on just quick. Oh, I read about this guy. Okay, yeah. Okay, I've got a new topic. So I read about this guy who is an artist, and everyone who, you know, you always expect an artist just really loves doing art, and turns out this guy, he was just a really good artist, but he really hated it, and he just did it because it was his job, and like. It was so weird because you expect an artist to always be passionate about their work, but this guy just wasn't. It was his job, and he was good at it, and he just sort of hated it, but just did it anyway because you kind of have to. And it was really interesting to read about him. I read about this ages ago, but yeah, I guess sometimes people just like start doing something and then totally burn out on it, but they're so, you know, they're just good at it, so that they just kind of have to keep doing it. Not enough buyers for products. Well, yeah, man, who the fuck buys wood stuff anymore? It's called plastic, bro. But yeah, it's interesting to see that. And I mean, it reminds me, there's a very high burnout rate on YouTube, so I guess it's a similar thing. I bet there are some YouTubers who just end up sort of just grinding it. That's the reason I'd never do it as an actual job. Obviously, the main reason is I would need a lot more viewers and a lot more money. But if that were the case, I still wouldn't do that because it seems like this is a really fun hobby because it's fun, but if it were a career, there's just nowhere to go with it. There's no like, it seems like there's no career progression, and eventually you just get hemmed into one thing. So like Minecraft YouTubers pretty much just have to play Minecraft. I mean, if I were trying to make money, I'd just have to make, you know, Kerbal Space Program videos every day. But I wouldn't do that because that would be boring for me and I think boring for everyone. I like doing other stuff, even if it gets slightly less views. It's like, well, yeah, but, you know, that's the glory of it being more of a hobby / sort of part-time job. I don't have to think about it. Like I genuinely love doing this. I talk quite frequently about the kind of difficulties YouTubers have, but like I genuinely just even when like it can be difficult, like especially in, you know, with Fall of Kerbin and in Kerbal Rising, sometimes something will just not work, and, you know, it'll be a 2-day, it'll just be days of, you know, working on things. Like I remember a lot of the time the mods break, and I spent a couple of weeks ago just 12 hours on a Sunday making it work and getting everything done so I could record the video on a Monday. And that's you know, it's like, well, you know, this isn't particularly fun, but like, the end product is so much, you know, I don't mind spending a Sunday doing that. But yeah, no, I don't think I could do it as a job, like, full-time. I feel like there would just be, I also feel like it's a lot of just sort of sitting at a computer doing the same thing. And, you know, I mean, I sit at a computer a lot, but I do different things. And, you know, in a workplace, you have, there's people to talk to and people to do stuff, but I think the YouTuber in the room kind of thing, just stuck in your room doing whatever, I think that will become terrible. Like, I think there are YouTube spaces I would like to work on if I had the chance, not that it's really in my actual field, because I'm not really a entertainer, I'm a programmer. But like, my favorite example of any kind of YouTube company is Rooster Teeth, because they have 250 employees, all the media things like Funhouse and Achievement Hunter and everything, they all have like an office full of people, and that just looks actually really fun. And, you know, they always do cool stuff, and there's a lot of places they try new things because they can, and I think that'd be really cool. But that's more of a media company than just like a YouTuber. But yeah, no, just the artist who hates art reminds me a little bit of that. But no, yeah. Anyway, oh, and there's a really big thing happening on Twitch. Do you hear Drake and Ninja stream together? It's like, fuck, dude. Drake? He plays video games? Like, I guess everyone plays video games, but yeah. There was this big thing, I think, last week, where Drake joined Ninja, who I guess is like a really big streamer, and probably even bigger now, on Twitch, who plays a lot of Fortnite, which I guess is the current game. I thought it was PUBG, and then Fortnite was shit, but apparently that's switched over now. It's because PUBG is... I've played a bit of PUBG, but it runs like shit. I think that's the problem, and it's always been the problem, is apparently at one time the servers were running at like 10 hertz, like they'd calculate every 10 seconds, so, no, not every 10 seconds, once every 10th of a second, which is not fast enough for a game. Like, So it's all glitchy and shit. So, but Fortnite apparently is just much better. And, you know, there's more... It's more of a fun-looking game, and you can build stuff, I guess, is the big appeal. So I think that's usurped PUBG, which is, yeah, interesting. It's good to see so many of these kind of games, because I think it's a really fun concept for a game. I don't play them a lot, because I find them really, really stressful. Like, I was playing PUBG, and, you know, you gather a bunch of weapons, and... you know, you spend 20 minutes doing this, and then someone 10 miles away snipes you, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's just so stressful. Maybe I should play with like a group or something. But no, maybe, I think Fortnite's also quicker than PUBG, so, yeah. Anyway, but no, yeah, so Drake joined in on a stream with Ninja, and it got like 700,000 viewers, which is the most viewed stream ever on Twitch, like concurrent. Obviously got nothing on the SpaceX Falcon Heavy launch, which is kind of nice, you know? People would rather watch your space travel than a rapper. Rapper? Yeah, probably. Play a game with a streamer. But still, no, it's cool that it's kind of more into the mainstream, sort of. But that's the thing people keep saying, but obviously it's just like a marketing thing. Like, now everyone's talking about Drake, everyone's talking about Ninja. Apparently in that stream, through just Prime and Twitch subscriptions, Ninja made $250,000 in like a night, which is cool, you know? I think that's interesting that that is possible, because that legitimizes the platform such that you can make a serious amount of money with the built-in systems. Because that's one of the big things with YouTube, is like, you can only really make a lot of money if you get on a preferred partner program, if you get your own ads, because a lot, when you watch late night TV on YouTube, that's not normal YouTube ads. They've already sold those ads with their own marketing teams, because they pay better. The same thing actually on the Slow-Mo show. The Slow-Mo show? Yeah, the Slow-Mo guys are doing this month or so long YouTube show where it's made by YouTube, and it's like a really big elaborate version of their usual show. And those actually have specific ads that are, you know, that are for the Slow-Mo show, so they're going to make more money off of that. But yeah, no, it's interesting that Twitch allows this. But yeah, and it was I watched a little bit of it on the VOD, and it's like, oh wow, Drake actually can. He's pretty good at the game. Like, it clearly wasn't like some sort of just, you know, just some marketing thing. Like, it's not like he was like, oh, I'll just play something. He clearly plays the game and probably thought it would be cool, and, you know, knew that it would be, you know, career good. But it did seem, as much as it possibly could be, just like some fun. And I think that's great. I think, yeah, I think it was the best it could have been, while also acknowledging that it is probably still a bit markety. But still, like, even if it is, I think that's still cool. You know, for Ninja, you know, to get to play with, you know, Drake and stuff. And anyway, yeah, so that's another good stuff. Yeah, what a up and down world we live in. I feel like as the world gets crazier, these episodes go more up and down in terms of topics. Like, from how good does Infinity War look to, oh yeah, we're all fucked because companies know literally everything about you, more than you even know, back to like, hey, Drake plays games, to like, oh, what a world. But like I've said, part of me sort of enjoys the madness, but this last thing just skeeved me out too much, you know, the whole gathering that much data. But anyway, not going back to that, because that'll make me too, you know, that's not great. Oh, how's the city? How long have I been recording? Oh, it's okay, good. Like 33 minutes. For a second I was like, could have been an hour. Could have just not stopped recording. Oh, I still got a little bit of a sniffly nose after my cold, which dragged on a while. I get sick about once a year, and I always forget how, just like, I get like quite sick, like head sick, so I can't work properly, and that's the worst thing. It's like, I'm always pretty busy, like between YouTube and uni and all the other bullshit I just like to do. I don't have a ton, I don't have a ton of time, and taking a weekend off is not something I can do. So yeah, it's not fantastic. But hey, oh shit, I think it's like 7 weeks or something, I will be done with my dissertation, because I'll have to be, because I'll have to hand it in. It's terrifying, but it's good. I need it to... it'd be nice to have it done, you know? And have my degree done. That is the last thing I have to do. Which is scary. I've got to apply for jobs tonight. I've left it a bit late because I have trouble getting references. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's hard to get references for YouTube that mean anything. Like, there's some people I could probably get to go on my CV that could confirm that I've done it and done it well, like people I've done sponsored stuff for, or maybe even just the media group people at Squad. But no, I've managed to find just a couple of academic references. So yeah, I'm trying to actually get a job. I have left it a little late, but yeah, it's London, so there's jobs everywhere. Not sure what I want though, because I've been looking and it's like, ooh, cool, I could go work for Rolls-Royce. And it's like, you will be on the cutting edge, mission critical stuff for like planes and shit. And it's like, okay, for my first job, I don't want something where if I make a mistake, a plane crashes. That's too much. I don't want that kind of, I want to make, like, I want my worst mistake to be, hey buddy, our UI isn't working, you gotta fix this right now, it's costing us money. That's okay, but when people die, you know, I can't be dealing with that. I don't have that much faith in my ability to program. My self-driving car right now, turns out you can flip a car in the game I was using. Didn't know you could do that. My AI figured it out. Like, yeah, I'm not, yeah. But no, it'd be good. I'm thinking I'm gonna go work for a consultancy, because then I can work on all kinds of projects. Because apparently, I don't really know what I want to do. Like, I'm kind of sure I want to do AI, maybe cybersecurity. AI is a tricky one though. It's like I was saying about the whole kind of, you know, be fucking careful with what you create. AI is difficult, you know, in a moral sense. Like building it's actually pretty not that difficult. It's I don't know, yeah. Anyway, but you know, you have the potential to facilitate a lot of evil by creating machine learning systems. If you know. Machine learning and data mining go hand in hand, so, you know, you have a Cambridge Analytica situation, but also just, you know, targeted ads, self-driving cars, for instance. That takes away a lot of jobs if you're not careful, you know, trucker jobs, taxi driver jobs, 3 million jobs in America, to be precise. Well, to be not precise, but yeah, about 3 million jobs. And then, you know, you can pretty much replace most jobs with computers. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, you know? There's this kind of notion in technology that, well, we do it because we can. It's like, you should stop and think if you should. Like, it's really, yeah. It's difficult because obviously I want to get a job in, like, something cool and cutting edge, but I don't know. I feel like I just sort of have, I kind of have this feeling that I really don't want to fuck over a lot of people, just even if it's by accident, even if I'm just building something for someone else. I just don't want to be I don't want to be part of the problem in the world, you know? Like my whole life goal, like a lot of people have like goals of getting rich and being successful. I don't really know what those words mean. So my whole life goal is just to like put a little more awesome into the world than shit. Like, just try and make the world just a tiny bit a better place. Not even noticeably, but just like a bit. So, you know, so it's I mean, right now, I'm just gonna take whatever fucking job I can get, because I need a job. But, you know, I don't want to be tied into, like, doing something just terrible, you know. It's a little too angsty for an online show, but, you know, it's just hard, it's hard in the technology world. It's very easy to facilitate evil without even knowing it. So yeah, maybe I'm just overthinking these things though, you know, probably am. That's something I do. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode before I don't know, get too existential. But yeah, no, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you'll go and check out some stuff about the Cambridge Analytica. It's just worth learning about. I mean, I have to say, while I was watching it, I was like, this is terrible, but it's incredibly impressive and very interesting. So, even from a technology standpoint, it's like, wow, this is possible. But it's also like, fuck, this is bad. This is bad shit. So, Yeah, so go check it out. It's just on the Channel 4 site, whatever. And the Channel 4 YouTube channel, even. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope my topics aren't getting too just all over the place, but that is the world we live in currently. And yeah, I will see you next time.